What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast
With your favorite sisters, Sophia.
and Sistine. Why don't you kick us off, baby?
Unfortunately, an hour before coming into the studio, I endured a migraine. And I'm currently just had like 20 minutes before getting into the car, the Aura, which if anyone knows is like...
I got the Aura.
You know the
I get
Aura?
the Aura. It's the worst.
It's kind of like the... I don't even know how to explain it, but to be quite frank, it's like awaiting to get beheaded. It's like the period before
Yeah.
getting beheaded. It's like the precursor saying, guess what? The next 3 hours of your life are going to be literal hell. And so now I'm in hell.
So while you're sitting there in hell, Chris and I are going to cover this episode.
this.
We'll throw
yeah.
a few pointers to you,
If I
but
seem down, I swear, I'm trying to focus as much as I can.
I can tell in your voice.
Yeah.
the first time you got the Aura, did you think you were going to die?
Yeah.
Because no one tells you what an Aura is.
I'll never forget. I was.
That's pretty crazy.
No, the first time I had a migraine, I'll never forget it. It was in high school, and I was sitting in the cafeteria, and I kept telling my friends, I'm like, guys, I can't see out of the left of my eye. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, guys, I can't see out of my eye. And then when it went away, immediately I like went to the bathroom, threw up, had to go home, and they were like giving me all this Advil, wasn't helping.
Because
So did
you
have that?
you just like start to kind of go blind, like your vision gets all distorted and like this weird, like colorful
Yeah.
thing, like almost like you're going out of conscious. And then like it doesn't hurt that bad
No.
yet. And then you're like, oh, it's like a pretty like scary light show. And then it just
Hits you.
kills you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
It doesn't. And when the Aura goes away, it doesn't. It takes like another 10 minutes for the migraine to actually kick in, and it honestly started kicking in. I thought I took my medication right before like I saw the migraine, I saw the Aura. I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch this before it comes. And in the car, I was like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm down.
You know
bad.
what sucks?
My eye hurts.
You know what sucks about Sophia? And I really do sympathize for you.
What sucks about Sophia?
I'll tell you what, it sucks for her. What I mean to say
Okay.
is like, I don't have migraines and I don't have anxiety. And we're always like, why did Sophia get hit with
I got
all of the crippling things that you
heart
shouldn't have to deal with?
issues, anxiety, panic attacks.
You're like a little
migraines.
chickadee that should have been left in the incubator a little longer.
God's just testing me right now.
Yeah.
He's going, you know, I know you're down, but let me just kick you a little bit more to see what you could take.
No,
and
we
the
won't
fact I'm
do
here
that. I'm very
is
proud of you.
insane, you guys. I'm not going to lie.
Well, Chris and I got you covered.
Thank you.
I hope everyone had a very safe Halloween weekend. I wish that Sophia and I had some good content for you guys because we went to a Halloween party, as you know, dressed as nurses. And let me just tell you, I don't know what it is. First of all, I have a few things I'd like to say. I understand having like big holidays like a New Year's or Halloween. There's a lot of expectations that go into it. So you're always leaving a little disappointed because you're hoping it'd be more fun than it was. But for some reason, I don't know why. I think people collectively as a group should say, you know what? We all got dressed up. We all went to this venue. We're all a few cocktails deep. Let's just let loose and have a little fun. And I'm not mean like swing from the chandelier fun. I mean just socialize, be a normal person. I mean, this party was flooded with guys that were too cool for school or assholes. I'll get into what they were saying to us. And then girls that were just mean.
Yeah, they were not nice.
Why are there why do people go out of their way to be mean, especially when it's harder
It's the
to be
crowd.
mean?
It's the crowd. This guy had so much potential with this party. The venue was stunning. It was 360 views of New York. It was insane. You could tell they spent like 6 digits on this event.
You know
and
what
it was
one guy
awful
said to me?
people.
He comes up to me. Granted, I understand. I'm in a nurse outfit, okay? But he still comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, you're smarter than you look." Sorry? Were you raised in a barn?
At least someone didn't say to you, I can't believe you read.
Someone said, "I can't believe you read."
Damn.
No, it was
Because
like,
I said something about like Sylvia Plath, and he goes, "Oh, you can read?" I go, "I'm not illiterate. Like, of course I can read."
yes,
it
of
was just the
course
weirdest question
You're gonna
ever.
get a few weird comments from guys, but then the girls, it's like I don't know why females do this, where you've met them at least 3, 4, 5 times, and they reintroduce themselves to you every time. Why do they do that?
Oh, you remember me, but I don't remember you. It's power
But like,
move.
it's so rude. How about
Yeah.
this? Pretend. I honestly, that's my move every time because I actually have really bad memory with people's names. So I always just say nice to see you. Because I always have a feeling that maybe we've already met. Like everyone kind of knows each other here. But why do they just pretend? Weird.
Well, that one girl was really rude, the Maleficent chick.
Oh, yeah. Up. That girl, give me a break. She looks like she probably spent $2,000 on her costume, 4 hours in hair and makeup. She looked like Maleficent. It literally looked like out of the film. And Sophia and I go, you look incredible. Here are your roses. Like, you deserve those flowers. You look so good. She looked at us like we just kicked her fucking puppy. Like, I was like, what? How are we missing
she,
something?
Scuffed and laughed and walked away. And I was like, what?
Was it the costumes?
I
Was it
don't-
the nurses?
Yeah, I don't think the nurse outfits people took us very seriously, but I'm sorry. Also, Maleficent, try harder.
I really do think, like, the art of dancing and dancing in a way where you don't care how bad it looks is dead.
So what were people doing? How were they spending their
Just
time?
standing in little
Analyzing
clusters
people.
of 4, just staring at who else was coming through
Like,
the
who's
door.
who? It was the crowd. It was the crowd that was wrong because we were saying that our Halloween party was so much better.
Yours
than
got
theirs.
mixy.
Yeah.
Yours got
Yeah.
mixy. I met a lot of people.
It
at
was
that.
a lot
See,
of.
but that's,
yeah.
I think that's the key to a good party. We didn't want to have only one specific group there. We're like, okay, we know that these different friend groups, they'll all get along. So I think, yeah, it was kind of a bust. Sophia and I Irish exited. We kept saying, oh, we're going to another party. We weren't. We left after 40 minutes.
Wow,
went home.
that's it?
40 minutes. We lasted. Thank
That's
you. 40
crazy.
minutes.
Well, 3 of the times we were hiding in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, we went
so
to the bathroom
total was
4
like Probably
times.
20 minutes attendance.
Got fire picks though. Fire picks.
We
That's all
did.
it's about,
We
really.
did. We
At
got a
our,
fire
at our
picked-
apartment.
We went home, changed, got pizza at 1 a.m. We had more fun discussing the rats that were sitting next to us while we were eating our pizza
Yeah.
than we did at the
But
party.
they're cute.
Yeah.
They're baby right.
They were
rats.
little mouse.
While we're having pizza.
Did you have a fun Halloween weekend? at least?
No, I did nothing. I did nothing whatsoever. Also, I feel that things got mixed up this year because it was like you split the middle with the Halloween thing. Like, is it this
Right.
weekend? Is it next weekend?
That was kind
like
of weird.
it was nobody.
Are you
picked.
going out? Even though I guess Halloween technically passed. Are you planning on going out?
I
this
think a little
weekend?
post Halloween weekend is in the cards.
So what's your costume?
I don't know. Pick one for me.
You don't know.
I don't know. No.
Why do men do this? Why can't you like try a little?
Top Gun is easy.
We saw a good Top Gun today. That's easy.
So
It's a
you guys
jumpsuit.
saw like a hot guy in a Top Gun costume.
No,
and
he wasn't
that's why
hot.
That's
Yeah, it was cute.
He was extremely hot.
Sistine
What was
thought
it?
it
No.
was cute.
Yeah.
Cute, not hot. Which I've learned is not what you want to be called.
As a guy, I don't know. I
It's
don't,
like
yeah, I
saying
don't
you're,
think
you're
so.
so sweet.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so go as Oh gosh, that's hard.
Guys are only 3
See?
costumes. They're usually Talladega Nights. They're either
Yeah, but you
Top
need the girl
Gun.
with that.
No,
Okay.
we can just wear like the shake and
Top
bake
Gun's
outfit.
cool because it's like a cool outfit, aviators.
Yeah.
Migraines popping on you
Yeah,
right now. I can
popping.
see it.
I just hit my left eye a little bit.
Well, speaking of hot guys,
Christ. Yeah, this sucks.
Sophia the other day did something that was so humbling to me. You know when you have that friend or that person in your life that is constantly complaining about their dating life?
Yeah.
But they do the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah.
Like, I always am on the couch like, woe is me. Nothing ever works for me. Every single guy fucks me so bad and not in the good way, in the way that F's me over, and I'm sick of it and I can't handle it anymore. And she goes, I'm going to play a little game with you.
Oh,
and I
shit.
said, okay.
It's about to get real.
She goes, I want you, and I honestly encourage everyone to do this at home if you're feeling like you are so lost in your dating life.
I pulled the whole therapy route on you.
You therapized me, you bitch.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep
How
that
dare
night.
you take Sistine to
could not.
therapy
By
and
the way,
try
I
to
was not
better her
expecting
life?
that.
I was like, pull out your phone and let's just do a little test here.
I
And
could not
Oh,
sleep
no.
at night. Yeah, I couldn't sleep at night because I was thinking about how awful it was.
You directed her to physical evidence of
Yep.
her
she had
actions.
to realize some actions because I kept telling her, well, she can explain.
I'll
what
explain
happened.
it. She goes, I want you to write a list of every single person that you've dated, whether it was one date that you were super interested in him and it didn't work out, or multiple dates in the past year and a half, 2 years, right?
This
So you
is the
have,
real
like,
haunted house.
literally. So I had like a good little list, right? And she goes, I want you to read all the names out loud. And I said, okay. And I read them all out loud. And instantly when I said the last name, she goes, don't you see what they all have in common? She goes, they all sound like the same person. I'm like, you're right. And she goes, the problem with you is every single one of these guys, it's a pattern. You like men that are emotionally unavailable with tons of options, but you like to be the one to lock them down. Every single guy on that list had like 3 or 4 other women in the Rolodex, did not have any plan of being in a relationship, were so tug and pull to the point where it left me confused and effed over.
It was weird because she was listing all of these different names.
They
but they all sounded
sounded
like
the
same
same
name.
guy, the
It
same
made no
personality.
sense,
I was
yeah.
like, holy shit. She goes, you need a nice guy. So I'm trying to
Yeah. Well, then
channel that.
and then she Uno card reversed it on me. And then
Oh,
she's
yeah.
like,
Oh,
your
yeah.
turn because you complain. And so and my situation's different. She has assholes. Mine is a little bit of a different route, but still a problem. And my guys were all the same, except I like the guys that are slight love bombers. Like,
Complete.
I like when a guy really likes me more, and I like to be as perfect as possible on the date for me to feel safe and in control, which is the problem because then they do all this stuff, and then I go, wait a minute, I actually didn't like them in the first place.
Well, also, I do have
Which
to
is
say, Sophia,
really sad.
so her problem with the guys is that she lies to herself and she tries to make them like her, which is easy because Sophia's very likable. And then she doesn't even realize in the moment, wait, do I like them? But you also say things like, you paint this perfect, like, white picket fence fantasy, like the golden retriever with the dog's name
But
and like
I
the
don't
house.
I don't talk about the golden retriever and the white
But
picket fence, but I do.
You get them excited about a
I'm
future and then you rip it away.
The way I am such a romantic that I romanticize the hell out of like who I am and like his life, and I don't know how to explain it, but I think I give them this very fairy tale idea of me and us. And it's just it's a part of an insecurity thing where I just need to know that person wouldn't leave me.
See, I think you
And
just
that's
hit
the
the nail on
problem.
the head.
Yeah.
I think we always go for people that aren't good for us, and it stems from some form of insecurity that you're projecting onto the relationship, right? Like, I like assholes, maybe because I feel validated that like I got something that most people can't get.
And I like people that really, really show how much they love me instantaneously early on, because then I have this feeling of, oh, they'll never hurt me and leave me. But I have the control in the situation if I want to go.
What's your problem, Chris?
Which is so bad.
I think I can go in between those two things.
Okay.
To be honest,
Okay.
I think in the past like year or two, I've definitely went a lot more towards the like toxic end, like the crazy end, because it's just fun. It's
But
just fun
what
until
is
it's
fun-
not.
What is fun about it?
You're playing with a lot of emotional volatility.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's just like highs and lows, and you're just, it's like a roller coaster.
Is
And
it 'cause
that's fun.
is
And
it
also
the makeup sex?
Yeah, for sure.
See, I've actually never had like
Oh,
a
you-
raging fight with someone like that, where then it feels like passionate after. You don't want a relationship where the passion and the intimacy comes from toxicity.
No, not a healthy one. No, not at all.
But that's
it's
fun?
fun. It's fun.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess while you're young, live it up.
But Sistine and I actually were talking about the whole list thing and how it actually really helped us reshape our mindset of who we really need to go for. And so actually, I won't say details, but I would say Sistine's viewpoint of the guys that she's starting to lean towards are very not her normal type. And I've been encouraging it. But
I will say this, I canceled a date with a bad boy because I said, you know what, I know this isn't good for my soul. And as much as I love going on dates, I said, I know this is going to end bad, which is something I'd never do.
What made him a bad boy?
Dude,
just say the basic one is
he
texting
is
you.
the definition of a fuckboy.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, we met in a group setting. So I knew right away what this guy's MO was. We met in a group setting. He's mid-30s, and he was telling me all about like his dating app horror stories. And that recently he got like catfished by this one girl. So he's constantly going on dates, right? Fine, so that's not a problem. He gets my number from my friend that I was with at the dinner. So I didn't give him my number. And he's the type of guy where he will only text you, and ladies, please be aware of this because it's such a red flag, after 11 o'clock at night, every day or every other day. So it's almost like if you're the last thought of his day, and he'll write something really cheeky and really cute, and you respond, and he'll ghost you for 3 days. And then all of a sudden he'll pop up and say something really funny and cheeky again. at 11:30 at night.
What do you think that means? Like he's trying to come over like at that moment?
I don't
is that
think
what
he's
you read
trying
into
to
it?
come over. I truly just think his lack of effort, I think some girls like the old me would have been like, oh my God, I see what game he's trying to do. I can play it 10 times harder. Yeah. But like, for what? You know what I mean? Like that doesn't actually...
The challenge is not worth it.
The challenge is not worth it.
Like,
if I could tell by his banter, the lack of responses, but then also the way he pulls you back in, that this is just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that. I hate being the last thought of your day. Like, what do you mean? Like, he'll ask, like, how was your week been? I'll respond, no response for a week. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, leave me alone.
Exactly. So
Yes,
I'm
but I
glad
canceled on him.
But if you guys are out there and you're trying to think, okay, why is my dating life so bad? Why do I
Yes.
keep going out with the same guy over and over? Do what we did. 3 steps. Find out your guy by writing the list of names. All of them, even guys who are slightly interested, one date, all of them. And then figure out what their problem was in every single one. Because, by the way, you'll see a trend. Are they love bombers? Are they playboys? Are they insecure and they become needy? And then look inward and see, why are you the problem? Are you scared to open up? Are you, what did I write down? I said, do you need someone to fulfill you? Is it fear? And
you know, that's a big one, though. It's the fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like, you're so scared to be alone.
And then after that, what type of man would be actually better for you?
Oh.
That would actually help. And then find, is he nerdy? Is he sweet? Is he sensitive? Like, I don't know. So look inwards, ladies, because sometimes the problem is facing you right in the mirror.
You know what's crazy? I've actually written 2 breakup responses this week for friends. 2. You know, I really thought going into the winter season, everyone's going to be wifed up winter. What's another one? I need a big boy, whatever, like all the trends. What are you laughing at, Chris?
I'm just like not like in the TikTok world.
Sorry.
As much.
But you know, it's crazy because I was like, okay, this is the time of year where people just start to like cuddle up and get close. It's getting cold outside. And I got 2 screenshots from men that I don't know, from my girlfriends, basically both, and they don't even know each other. Both men broke up over text with the same bullshit, generic, you're such a great girl, you know, I'm so busy in my life and you deserve more than what I'm giving you, and my responsibilities are tying me down. And let me just also note, they're like 25 and 26. They're not like running a hedge fund over here. And so, you know, I feel bad for these girls because they're just like, what did I do wrong?
I think Summer Bay is not Fall Bay.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think
but
that's
why,
what it is.
What I don't understand is like, okay, you're a guy. When guys say like, I'm so busy, what is that translating to?
I'm done with this. That's what it means, basically. It means I'm done with this. There's definitely truth to it too sometimes, but I would say that if it's like definitely the right person, you've struck them like correctly, or you're actually meant to be a fit and they think you're a fit, like I don't know. I find myself making time in those situations, like at least previously, yeah.
I honestly think it's bullshit when people are like, I can't have a work relationship life balance. Like, you can. It's just a matter of if that person is worth it to you or not. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think there's periods where work can get like real crazy.
No,
like
of
I would
course.
consider myself to be in one of those periods, but I also think even if that's the case, usually you can make something
Make it
kind of
work,
work.
kinda.
Even if it's not like as you would picture it or as you would ideally picture it.
So you're saying it's just a cop-out?
Probably. Yeah. I mean, if it's as generic as you're making it sound,
That's
more
so
than likely.
sad. Have you ever broken up over text?
Like an actual relationship, or it was my girlfriend.
No, I wouldn't expect that from you. You
Yeah,
do it
no, I
like a
haven't done
gentleman
that.
on the phone.
I don't know. What's the threshold? Like, if
I
you
guess,
went
like,
on some dates
well,
with somebody, have
I
I done that?
guess-
Yeah, I've definitely like been like, hey, I don't
Well,
want to
how
see
many
you anymore.
dates in do you think you owe an explanation to? Or you could
I
just
don't know if
ghost?
it's a date thing, but I think I would do it more so off of like how much time do we spend together, like what was the interaction like. But I don't know, probably like 3 dates or something.
That's really nice.
It seems like I'm ghosting them left and right. 5
Damn.
dates in.
Wait, have you gone on any exciting dates recently? Because I've gone on 0. And I need some fun date stories. Like, I wish we could provide the listeners with more fun dating. You know what? Give me a weekend, guys. I'll come back to you on that. What about you?
That the dates were actually fun? No, just good conversation and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I don't have a particular, like,
This is for the
was such a
ladies. This is
crazy
for the ladies. This is for the
date
ladies.
story. Yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
you are super interested in this girl, hypothetically. Mm-hmm. And you want to really impress her on a first date. What are you doing?
Really, it's so dependent on who the girl is.
Okay, you think she's just super special and fantastic.
But it depends on her personality is what I'm getting
Okay,
at.
so she's fun, a little bro-y.
A little bro. You think I'm into the little bro?
No, but like she could like shoot the shit, but she also like can dress up and look nice. And she'll throw back a draft beer.
Throw back a draft. All right, she's sounding a lot better.
See?
Are you listing one of our friends or something?
Maybe.
Well, hey, let me know. If she's got you, I feel like in there I got like sense of humor.
Yes.
So I would go comedy show.
Love that.
Dinner, drinks at like a nice. I like to find a nice like vibey, nice ambiance.
Like a
place
low key.
afterwards. Yeah.
See, something that more men need to do is when you are booking a restaurant, men, for dinner, please go
Pictures
on Yelp.
of the venue and
Go on Yelp. Look at the lighting. Look at
Yep.
the lighting. No girl, see these lights right here? We don't want overhead because you can see our makeup. We want it to be one candle, pitch black, basically eating in the dark. That sets the tone so much better.
Oh, I get it. There's a spot like right around the corner. That I
Really?
need
See,
to
everyone
tell you
just
about.
feels sexier.
I need to tell you. Yeah.
That's just the move.
Yep.
Well, okay, so no exciting dates for you lately, too. That sucks. I guess
I've had some good ones, but nothing like where I'm like, oh, this crazy thing happened that I feel like it's worth talking about.
Oh my God, we're so sad. Wait, actually, I have a really cute game that I brought,
Okay.
and I'll play it with Chris. Sophia, how you hanging in over there?
I feel like an axe is in my eye.
Fabulous. All right, Chris.
Yay.
I'm not going to cut away to me, but if you guys saw some cutaways, I've been standing here pinching the bridge of my nose like, go.
Oh, little bean.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. It happens. It happens. Okay. Are you ready for this game?
Yes.
So, I need to write down your answers because it's very important.
Oh, geez.
Ready?
This can be used against me in a court of law.
First question. Yeah. Describe your favorite animal in 3 adjectives.
Fast, observant, intuitive.
Describe your favorite piece of clothing in 3 adjectives.
Ooh, in adjective,
Camo
It
jacket.
could just be like one piece of clothing.
something like that.
One piece of clothing that you love, and then describe it in 3 adjectives.
Unique, durable, comfortable.
Last question.
Oh God.
What is this?
You'll get it. It's really funny. You're in the middle of the sea.
I'm not. I'm currently in a
I really
podcast
feel
studio,
so
but
bad. I made
Tom
Chris-
Hanks in
I made Chris do
Castaway.
this shit. Okay. You're in the middle of the
Yes.
sea.
Okay.
Describe that feeling in 3 adjectives.
scary.
Okay. You don't have to
Lonely.
be stranded, by the way. It's
Lonely.
not like you're stranded.
I know.
Okay,
Well,
lonely.
now you're taking away my perception.
Oh, sorry.
of
So
it.
okay.
What did I already said? I said
Scary,
and
lonely.
Very lonely. And what else is depressing?
Like tranquil? Like, I don't know, relaxing?
Quiet?
I'll do a tranquil.
Tranquil,
I'll do
okay.
a tranquil. Quiet was also good.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
So the first question about the animals is how you see yourself. So you said fast, observant, intuitive. Very
Sure.
good.
All right.
Okay, I agree
Cool.
with that.
Second one is what you look for in a partner. You said unique, durable, and you said comfortable. Those are great.
Seven safe.
Durable
Wait,
is
durable's
crazy.
Durable can be looked at like they can get through hard shit with you and still come out okay. That's what I see.
Yeah,
in dur-
that's right.
So I love that one. And the third one is what sex feels like to you.
Oh God, yo, that's fucked up.
Scary, lonely, tranquil. Wait, that's so cool. That's like asking like someone,
That's very
how do you
funny.
feel
No,
if you're in the
because-
middle of a volcano?
But Sophia, no,
burning, aching,
Sophia,
traumatized?
middle of the ocean, you could be on a yacht. There's no like,
Oh,
you're
that's
not
his first
stranded.
reaction. Damn.
Right. You could say like, calming, like soothing. Like it could be
Scary,
anything.
lonely.
And
I think
tranquil.
I fucked it up because I said Castaway by Tom Hanks. So maybe that got in your head.
Well, is that
you were
so funny?
That's I don't even
And
know.
I
what to-
actually feel like I'm gonna start asking that on first dates. Like that's
I
such
think
a
you
good...
should not.
no.
Really?
Because what? How are
Well,
those
I'm sorry. It's better than being like, what's your zodiac sign? They want to kill me.
No, because then I'll make a bit out of that.
What's your bit?
My bit with like zodiac signs is kind of just like, first of all, I like to go along with it at first.
Okay.
And like I like to, and I do feel like I have certain traits of my sign or whatever, but I think that's kind of the point. Like,
right.
Anyway, but I like to ask people like, okay, like why? Like, why does it mean that you have these traits?
You're one of those.
Just like what? Like, I get it, like the stars and all that stuff. But
Well,
like,
why? Like, you don't believe it, or why are we asking?
No, like how does it work?
Oh,
Like, why do the stars being here and stuff mean?
I'm gonna have to phone a friend, Sophia.
Isn't some?
Explain zodiac.
I think. Oh man. Brain work.
You just saw a bunch of stars before you
I
came
know, I
here?
did. I
Yeah.
did. Basically, I think I forget what civilization used to read the stars as a way
Was
to
the Mayans,
maybe
Aztecs?
like something like that.
don't
They
know.
used to read the chart and the stars as a way to like navigate predictions and things like that.
Well, that was a bum answer.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep this episode short and cute and petite and skinny and wrap up early. We are gonna finish with an unsolicited advice. Sophia, feel bad for her, you guys. She's not doing well.
You guys, the bright lights are not helping my case.
But we're keeping this shit afloat, people. All right, we're gonna do a question. Remember, if you want your unsolicited advice answered, please go to the link in our Instagram or TikTok bio, and it's on a link tree that I made with a tab that says unsolicited advice. Again, men, watch your mouth. No nudes there, just questions.
How do you even? Whatever. Never mind.
Descriptive.
I thought it was like, oh, okay.
Descriptive. Anyway, this listener wrote in, he said, as a guy, I'm curious why women seem to rush the stages of a relationship. For example, I would only bring a woman home to meet the family if I saw marriage potential. But I'm constantly finding myself with women that I don't feel that way, yet they keep pressuring me to bring them home.
I think
So why do women seem to rush the stages?
Well, I think for his case, it's a lot of them feeling maybe not secure in the relationship. So having that type of
Anchor.
that type of step forward, going
Yeah.
like, oh, I want you to meet my friends, my parents, you feel a lot more attached in their life. And I feel like that's the problem. This guy maybe does kind of what I used to do, which is like give him the whole idea of like a relationship, love, this.
You're a breadcrumber.
He seems like a breadcrumber a little bit.
No, or it depends at what stage they're at in their life.
Yeah.
Because if you're dating in maybe your mid-30s, you're not looking just to be a boyfriend and a girlfriend anymore. They're probably wanting that next step. I do think that, and I would say it's sort of immature dating when people in their still teens or very early 20s are pressuring their boyfriend or girlfriend to make these like kind of big steps, because I just feel like it's such a young relationship to do such adult things. What do you do when a girl like pressures you to take a huge step forward?
I had a like situationship thing, and it was like
no.
around Thanksgiving, and they were like, she was like, yeah, just like stop by my like house to meet my parents, and I just made up an excuse.
See,
was
that
like,
I do
I'm
understand,
not.
like that is actually a big step, because I wouldn't want to bring any. I actually don't think maybe I brought like 2 people home in my life. One of them was an accident.
I think this guy isn't being honest to the girl about where they actually are in their relationship. And so the girl is starting to catch feelings more. And so, of course, like in Chris's situation,
Yeah.
she really likes him. One of the most important things in a relationship is meeting the person you're basically in love with, their family. And, you know, it's embarrassing to even ask in the first place. But this guy
yeah.
isn't being like, hey, you know, I don't see this as something serious. Like
It sounds
he
like
isn't
they're
doing
on
that.
2 completely different pages.
Yeah.
And also, it doesn't feel good coming from a female or whoever's trying to pressure them to meet the family. It clearly shows that you are so much farther ahead and you see such longevity for the relationship. So clearly there isn't enough conversation had. You're not on the same page whatsoever.
You're not being
And
honest.
I wouldn't say it's a woman thing, by the way. Men can be clingy too. And it sounds like you, man, need to have an honest conversation with your woman, because
She's not your woman.
clearly not. Then end it. Don't lead people on. Don't lead people on. I hate stringing people along. I hate the breadcrumbers. cut the ties, stop wasting everyone's time. If she wants marriage and you're not the dude, let her go.
Okay, here's one question. I feel like this is the reason why guys don't do that a lot of time.
Okay.
How do you do that? Like, there's no easy or good way necessarily to do it, but like, how do you do it in the best way possible in terms
To let
of,
her go?
Yeah.
Or to
Like
reject?
to reject
to, like,
and
say how like that this is the boundaries of our relationship.
boundaries of. I mean, in this case, it sounds like he's just like kind of done. He
I think
already
it
knows
depends.
it's not the right.
I think
girl.
it depends. I think you want them to meet the family, but it's too soon. So that's
Okay.
one conversation to be had. And another conversation would be if you don't see a future with them at all. I mean, I think you pretty much know what the right thing to do is then. But I've had that discussion with someone before, and I said something along the lines of like, that's a really important step. I never do that. Not that I don't want to do that with you, but
I need more time to get to
I
know
need more
you
time.
before.
Like, and it's not so much a breakup. It's you still need to give reassurance that you're gonna get there, and like make that person feel validated that sticking with you in the relationship, like we're both on the same page, that this is going to last. But it's never comfortable. Honestly, it always ends up someone being like slightly butthurt.
So what's the most important thing is just to be honest about it. Is basically what you're saying.
I guess.
Yeah, I think if a girl is asking to see your family and there's not even an ounce of you that wants to do it, like that doesn't even feel it, then you have to have that conversation and just say, I really care about you, and obviously I love this time with you, but at this moment of my life, I can't give that to you. So this is like, honestly, sometimes the best thing is you can say like, this is all I can give right now. And
I
it
hate
sounds horrible
when guys say that.
I know, but
This
it's,
is why you guys don't
No,
say.
but this is
it's a
all I can
lose-lose-
give.
Like it's a lose-lose situation.
No.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It is.
Just be
You're damned if you
honest.
do, you're damned if you don't. And
So
honestly,
you might as well
if
do
you
the
are
thing that's going to
damned
end
if you
up
do.
being. Yeah.
Do it.
You know what
say
I think it is?
honest,
I think everyone
caboose.
today has slightly different versions of what dating means to them. A lot of people date because they want a boyfriend or a relationship. A lot of people date because they think it's fun. A lot of people date because they just want to have sex. So I think there isn't enough conversations early on in the dating stages where you guys can be aligned on what you're both looking for. Because had they had this sooner, he would have just said, I'm just having fun dating, putting myself out there. And there's plenty of women that do that too. But if she would have said, I actually want a boyfriend, he might have been like, you know what, then I'm not your guy. And all of this could have been avoided. I think that's so funny too, and I'll end on this note. A lot of people write in being like, what's the right thing to do? It's just having the difficult, uncomfortable conversations that end up being the thing that maybe saves you the most time in the end.
Amen.
Anyway, that's it. I love you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. Ciao. Sophia, sign off.
Bye.
Chris?
Bye.
Jesus, the energy sucks. Ciao.